Good morning. I've decided that it's time to get over myself and share my story about how I overcame my acne. Not because I want people to copy me, but because I feel that when someone gets healed, it's important to share the word as an inspiration from others. And what I did might not be the exact thing that will heal you, but it will certainly give you inspiration. And that's what I want to do this. I'm also doing it live because I'm a busy mom, and even not being a mom, I'm a busy human being with 1,000 hobbies. I don't have. So, I had chronic acne ever since I can remember. I started growing up, I became a teenager, and my skin was just awful. In my face, in my back, in my legs. It was the most terrible thing, and I got bullied a lot for it, and I suffered all the things that you suffer when you have acne. It's a complete disaster. Now, it got better when I grew up because I started to get really conscious about my weight and I wanted to lose weight. And so I started cutting carbs. It got a little better. That relationship will, I didn't know the relationship, definitely become visible as the years go by. I became an adult and I will still have always acne. I will try skincare after skincare routine. Nothing will just change it. I will always have just one pimple or something in my face. And then my daughter was born. I was completely resigned with having bad skin. I thought, well, some people is just unlucky. And then my baby girl had the most terrible skin conditions that I am so grateful that we are past that. I don't want to talk about details about my baby, but she just had eczema and, painful things. Oh my God, is there someone there? Well, hello. I hope this helps you. Well, my baby was born and I had the most awful time with her skin. It was painful to watch. It was painful for her. That's the most important. And so we started trying things to heal her. All the creams or house seemed like a drugstore and they didn't help. So I started looking to see natural remedies, and the food was the first thing that we realized was going to help. I was breastfeeding her at the time, so I was the one that had to change the diet. We started removing the milk. She got a little better. We started removing processed foods. She got a little better. We realized that even some vegetables were allergens for her, and so we removed them. She got a little better, and then we tried to remove chemicals. So we tried organic things, and suddenly, if she was allergic to carrots, she was not allergic to carrots anymore if they were organic. Curious thing. To make it short, because this story is about acne and not about allergies, we removed all chemicals from her diet, and her skin got healed. She didn't become as reactive, and for the first time in forever, I also noticed, hey, my skin got better. It got better. It has never been this good. What's going on? I'm sorry. What's going on? Was it the food all this time? It wasn't still good. I wanted glass skin, perfect skin. Who doesn't? We tell ourselves that, perfect skin is just vanity, and it's not. It's health. It's health. So, I kept the diet for my daughter and for my family. Vegetables and just meat, a couple fruits. And I continue experimenting on myself. Oh my God, I couldn't. Hello. I didn't think that people were going to join. I thought that I was going to be talking to myself only. is so wonderful. Hello, thank you so much for being here. So, yeah, I kept the diet for my family and I continued experimenting because my skin was better, but not at the point that I wanted. So, what did I do? First, I tried keto because I noticed that when I ate a lot of carbs, I always noticed ever since I was young, I tried to limit carbs, but I noticed that when I ate carbs, my skin was worse. So I decided, okay, I will just do the keto diet. And I never had an issue with, like, what's the word, with willpower to try it. I had an issue because it didn't work for me. It was so frustrating because with the keto diet, my skin got the best that it has ever looked, but I got so constipated. God damn. I couldn't go to the bathroom for years and I thought, no, I'm gonna die. What's this? I cannot just fix my skin and break something else. So I continued experimenting and I don't even remember how. And this is awful because it has helped me so much. But I decided, okay, I'm gonna try the carnivore diet. And carnivore is the point where I lose people. I just lose them. People go away because they think, oh well, that's a religion, that's a cult. People are insane. But this is the thing. At this point, I had already tried all the same things that I could think of. I had tried the medicine, the dermatologist, the healthy diet, and I saw that the healthy diet helped my daughter. It didn't help me. So something was off. The normal things didn't help me at all. And I decided, okay, I will take a look into this. What is this crazy people saying? Mainstream is not helping me. I have to look somewhere else. I looked at the relationship between carnivore diet and or evolution, and I realized that it wasn't as crazy as I thought before. I used to laugh at carnivores because, it used to pop in my, it used to appear in comments, in videos, random things here and there. And I just ignored it until I couldn't anymore. I realized that we have been surviving only with meat for such a long time. There are still human populations surviving in meat, so I said, okay, well, I'm not gonna die. People have done this for thousands of years, let's give it a try. And my skin got the best that it had ever looked. I finally stopped having pimples. Now, the story will end here, and I could say that was a happy ending, but nope. No. Carnivore is very extreme, so I couldn't jump into carnivore and just be carnivore forever and ever just at once. It was a process. At the very beginning, I used to cheat on the weekends, and every time that I would cheat, I would see, a pimple again, and I was like, damn. It took me about a year until I decided, okay, I don't have the willpower to do this. Let's be public about it. Let's give myself public accountability. And I created this page. I started in Instagram, not in YouTube. I said, okay, I'm gonna be full carnivore and I want the whole world to see it because it's the only way that I will ever do this. I started being full carnivore and something awful happened. Once I gave up my weekends of cheating, I got so much acne all over my face. So terrible, even worse than when I was a teenager. It was the most frustrating thing because it had been the cleanest that my diet had ever been. And yet I got so many pimples that I was embarrassed to go outside. I couldn't cover them with makeup anymore. I couldn't. Morning ritual that sets you up for a good day. I wonder what's that. Well, I couldn't even cover them with makeup. And thankfully, but that time I had seen already enough carnivore content to understand that this was like a detox thing. And I thought that if I just endure it, it will go away. It didn't, and then I did something else. I started eating like bitter herbs. Now, there's a lot of people that said that eating oregano oil and eating cloves and garlic won't heal you and that is a scam. Well, it did heal me. What can I tell you? It did heal me. The first thing that I did to control my acne, because it got so bad that not even my old Korean skincare will help, was to add thyme essential oil to my cream. And that was like a miracle. That calmed things down a lot. That was the thing that calmed my acne, but still, if I missed one day of using that cream, it will pop up, and I hated that. I wanted my skin to be healthy from the inside. I didn't want just some skincare that will patch the issue from the outside. I wanted to just be a person that wouldn't have just this infection popping out in my skin all the time. I wanted just to be those humans that wash their face with water and they look good, and they don't have to be slaves to 1,000 products or a specific product, in this case thyme essential oil. So I did other things. I started to eat one or several raw garlic. What's the point? What's the word? Like pieces. It's not pieces, but anyway, I started eating raw garlic every day. Yes, I am crazy like that. Raw garlic, and I started drinking. Oh, my baby woke up. I have to go. But I'm at the end of my story. I ate raw garlic and I had oregano essential oil along with the thyme in my cream, and my acne went away. I kept that for several months, and now if I missed a day of garlic, nothing happens. Now sometimes I miss my carnivore diet. Sometimes I eat some dry fruit here and there. It used to break me out so badly. Now I can eat dry fruit a tiny bit and it doesn't break me out. It took months for me to get to this point. I used to be religious with the garlic, and it used to give me such bad breath. My husband will just he will run away from me when I ate it until I wash my teeth. If I missed a day of garlic at the very beginning, I would get pimples the next day. It was mathematical. Now I don't need it. I just keep my carnivore diet and I can add a couple things here and there, and my skin is okay. I use two Korean products, but they don't help my acne. They are because my skin is dry. I finally got the point that I want to just not have acne, be one of those people that wash their face, and it's okay. And I don't have anyone to share this story with because what I did requires lots and lots, an insane amount of willpower. And just, yeah, eating raw garlic is not a joke. So that's why I'm sharing here things in the internet, hoping my story will help someone. So now, my story is all done. What is this thing? It's my first time doing a live. So, hello, hi Sarah. Oh wow. I didn't think that I would have people. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that this will be helpful for someone else struggling in the future with chronic acne. Oh, I didn't talk about the relationship between the food. I mentioned it at the very beginning. Something else that my carnivore diet helped, and that it was the root of all my issues. I always had bloating. As I started healing my acne and as I saw my skin get better, my bloating issues went away. I used to bloat with everything. I used to think that I was fat, and it wasn't fat, I was just bloated. It was because I couldn't digest vegetables. I couldn't. Some humans can't. I don't know if there's a medicine that can help me at some point digest veggies. I don't think it's normal to react that badly to veggies. And actually, I don't react that badly anymore. I just feel that they are not for me. So, yeah, I used to became like really have. I came from what's the word, cystic acne, to just not feel good when I eat vegetables, which is amazing. My digestion was the whole issue, and everything was connected. It was not just my skin, and this is something that I always preach in my channel. Everything in your health is connected, even your mental health. But yeah, that's it for today. I will finish this video. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope that this was helpful to you if you are struggling with cystic acne for years, if you are struggling with acne even though you are an adult. And actually, this will help even a teenager. This is the information that I would have liked to know when I was a teenager. You can heal your acne, and everything will be okay.